I'm going to replace the power steering fluid in this Lexus GX460. This job should be done every 50,000 to 75,000 miles or every 2 to 3 years. Changing the fluid can prevent contaminants from building up inside your vehicle, which can cause expensive repairs later on. Follow along if you want to see how this is done. This is our power steering fluid reservoir, and these are the supplies we're going to need for the job. First, you'll need some new power steering fluid. In this case, we are able to use automatic transmission fluid. You'll want to use Dexron 2 or Dexron 3 fluid. In this case, this Valvoline fluid is Dexron 3. That's compatible with this vehicle. We have an assortment of wrenches and an oil extractor pump. This part is not completely necessary, but this will allow you to do the job more thoroughly, empty out as much fluid as possible. And some rags. Check out the link in the description of this video below to get all of these supplies. Remove the cap from your power steering fluid reservoir and insert into that reservoir your tube attached to your extraction pump. From here, you're going to begin pumping that old fluid out of the reservoir and into this container. So that's all I'm going to get out of the reservoir. Let's move on to the next step. And some people will only extract that much fluid. In fact, you could just use a turkey baster or something like this, a syringe, and remove the fluid from just the reservoir, fill up with some new fluid, run the vehicle for a while, and then repeat that process, emptying and refilling the reservoir a number of times. That will, to an extent, change your fluid, although it won't completely change your fluid, not as thorough as we're going to do with the few next steps. And now we're after this tube right here. And this is the return for the power steering fluid. We're gonna disconnect this tube and extract fluid from this black tube. And to give us some more room, I'll remove this tube here from this connector. This is just an air hose. So you use your pliers here and pinch this hose clamp to remove the black tube from its connector. All right, and now we have some more space in here. I don't want to make too much of a mess, so I'm going to shove some rags down in this area to catch any fluid that falls. And now let's remove this black hose. Use your pliers, grab in here with this clamp, and disconnect the tube from the reservoir. This tube does not come off very easily. You really have to work at it. Almost there. Brilliant. Our tube is now disconnected from the reservoir, and we can take our oil extractor pump tube and insert that into the end of this black tube. We're going to extract fluid from here. Now, while we pull fluid from this hose, we're going to be adding new fluid into this reservoir. And to prevent the new fluid from flowing out of the reservoir opening here, we're going to cap off that end. You can do that in a number of ways. I'm going to insert onto that end some tubing. Link in the description below to get your tubing that fits. And then we'll clamp off the other end of the tube, like so. With some vice grips here, we will not lose our new fluid. I'll add a funnel into the reservoir of the transmission fluid, and our setup is ready. From here, we can add some new fluid. See how it's bright red? We want to circulate this new bright red fluid through the entire system. So let's fill up the reservoir. We're going to keep that full as we extract the old fluid. That's full. And back at our pump, extract the old fluid. There it's coming. You see how brown it is? We're going to keep pumping until we see red fluid, the new fluid, come through. Add new fluid as needed in the reservoir funnel. I have a good vacuum pulled on this oil extractor pump, so it's still pulling. You can see that fluid now is coming out red from our vehicle. This is a good sign. We've pulled out the old nasty brown fluid, and now we have all new fluid in our system. So this next part is a bit tricky, and we're going to have to move fast. We have to pull off this temporary tube from the reservoir and reattach the original black tube. Do this without losing much fluid, and to do that, when I pull off this clear tube, I'm going to plug that hole and reattach the black tube. All right, here we go. Detach, plug with my finger, and reattach the original black tube. Cool. Move our clamp back into place. Reattach the air hose and its clamp. Top off the power steering fluid if needed at all. The reservoir has lines indicating the minimum amount of fluid and the maximum amount of fluid. With the vehicle on, I'll turn the steering wheel from lock to lock, that is all the way to the left and then all the way to the right. Do this a number of times and allow the air bubbles that are in this system to escape. During this process, you can look inside the reservoir and you might see some air bubbles coming out of the fluid. Continue turning the steering wheel, repeating the last few steps until all of the air is out of the system. And with that, I have new power steering fluid in my vehicle. I used about 1.5 quarts during this process. Potentially you could get by with only 1 quart. I hope this helps you with your project.